incredible defensive performance for you guys, holding them under 40 points. First time they've been under 50, let alone 48. What was the game plan, and how do you guys feel like you executed it defensively today?
We knew coming in that they're a very strong offensive team. Like you said, they don't get held under 50 points very often. So it was big. We had to key into a lot of really good shooters. I thought our post played an incredible game. I thought they helped our guards out, especially in screen scenarios, and their communication allowed us to get stops. So I think a big key to our post players, yeah.
And Grace, for you, I noticed, you found a lot of driving lanes today, and whether it's going up for the shot or passing it out, you're able to kind of, find some success offensively. What was kind of working for you overall?
Just trying not to over-penetrate, but at the same time still being aggressive. That's something I'm really working on because I kind of went from over-penetrating to not being aggressive at all. And just trying to find a balance and just getting better every day.
For sure, and early in your first year here, you guys have played some really tough opponents, but now you've won 3 in a row. What's it like to kind of get on a winning streak here as you close out non-conference play?
It's awesome. It feels so good, and we just got to keep it going.
Sure. And Maddie, looking at the body of work, now above 500 for the first time this year, but you've had a really tough non-conference schedule. Won 3 in a row. You got 2 left yet in non-conference play. How important is it to try and get those last 2 non-conference games?
Extremely important. We knew going in that it was going to be an extremely difficult non-conference schedule, and we did that purposefully to head into our conference play. These next 2 are the 2 right before a really big first road trip in our conference play, so it's really important that we prepare for these next 2 games and get ready to go, and it feels good heading in with a 3-0 win streak.
And with, the offense, maybe you guys didn't shoot as well as you would like to today. Was that something they were doing defensively, or is that something where you guys just got to kind of get more in a rhythm?
I think we're just going to have to continue to let it fly. I think that we have a team of a lot of confident kids, and I think that we're going to continue to shoot the ball, and they're going to fall. So I think it was just they're a great defensive team, so I think it had a little bit to do with that, of course. But.
Right. Well, I was really proud of how hard our young ladies played in that battle tonight. I thought we really, really defended, did a nice job. Bradley's a team that can really push up the court and score in transition. They're one of the most efficient transition offensive teams in the country. They score about 1.3 points per possession. And so it was a focus of ours to try to slow down their transition offense. There was a charge for us to try to take their 3-point shots and make them challenge 3-point shots. And for the most part, I thought we did that. They got a couple of them against us when we missed some assignments. But Bradley's a very disciplined team. They're a very well-coached team. And so they make life difficult for you. Even when you break down, they find a way to score. So really proud of our effort. I thought we had some young ladies who played really, really good basketball. I thought Liv Korngable was really, really helped us defensively and did a great job for us. I thought Janai Ugowski came in and really gave us some valuable hustle plays and some important minutes. And, Grace Larkins, I thought, played really solid basketball on both ends of the court. She and Maddie Kroll draw a very difficult assignment to pick the ball up and try to slow the other team down, and that really wears on you, and I thought they both did a really good job of that. So all in all, I thought our defense was very, very solid, and really proud of our young ladies for how hard they fought.
Do you feel that this was maybe the best defensive performance yet this year for your team?
Well, I think we've had a couple good ones. I think Bradley makes it a little bit more difficult because of their ability to really stretch the floor and shoot it from the arc. So, we're going to have to continue, to really work at it. But I thought our young ladies battled. It's hard to say that because I think we've defended pretty well in a couple of games so far this year. But I do think our kids did a great job.
And to hold a Bradley team that, averages nearly 70 points a game, under 40, is this just a sign of what's to come for this team if they keep working?
Well, I think there were some things that we did that might have been a little bit different that Bradley hadn't seen a whole lot of. So we might have had some success with some of our coverages just because they haven't seen us do it a lot yet. But I'm hoping that we can continue to get better and be tough and make shots challenged and finish plays and do that without putting the other team at the free throw line a whole lot. So, I think Bradley is a team that's very well coached and very disciplined, so they don't really turn the ball over a whole lot, and I think that makes it difficult for you too. You're on defense for a long time. There were some long possessions in that game, or they just keep fighting and keep battling and keep moving the basketball and keep attacking you, and find ways to get some shots up that are difficult shots to make, but they find a way to still make them sometimes. And so I think Bradley is really, really good, and so that was it showed good effort and toughness, I think, out of our kids.
And when your team doesn't have the best night shooting, and you're facing a team that doesn't turn the ball over a lot, you still forced 17 turnovers, had a lot of extra possessions. How much did that kind of help you tonight when, the offense wasn't quite maybe the way you'd want it to be?
Well, I thought our offense got some really good looks, and they didn't fall for us, and so I think our young ladies did a great job of getting to the offensive glass. I think we had 8 maybe offensive rebounds in the first half. If I remember correctly, we ended with maybe 13, but I thought those extra possessions really helped us. I thought the crew that came in at the end did a really nice job of moving the ball, sharing the ball, understanding. At times we attack maybe when we have a lead and we don't have to attack fast, and that happened to us a couple of times. It happened against Wichita State and it happened again today. I thought that group that came in played really good basketball and got good shots up, and so I was really proud of the effort down the stretch out of all of our young ladies.
You started off, 2-4. You've won 3 in a row. You're above 500 for the first time this year. Does it feel like this team's maybe starting to turn a corner? You knew it was a tough non-conference schedule, but does it feel like maybe they're starting to turn a corner and win a couple extra games now?
Well, I think we talked about this is an important stretch for us right now because tomorrow's the last day of classes, so we've got to focus on being students, and then we've got a study day, but that's a day that we're starting to prep for Valpo, Valpo can really, really shoot it from the arc as well and play differently defensively than we just saw. And so, we've got to take a day tomorrow to kind of get rested because I think the toll has been great on our players' bodies physically and mentally. It's really tough with the stretch that we've had. So we needed some time to kind of regroup and take a day off and get our bodies kind of recovered and then get ready for Valpo. And then we've got a really big opportunity again at Creighton, and Creighton's playing really good basketball at this point in time. But those are our last 2 opportunities before conference, and to start conference before Christmas is different for us. And so, we have 2 more chances to get ready so that when we get into conference, hopefully we're playing our best basketball at that time.
How important are those last 2 games before conference play for getting your team ready for, the grind of the conference schedule?
Yeah, it's really important for us physically, understanding, and I was really proud of our young ladies for really digging into a game plan and doing some things a little bit differently than we had in the past, and didn't have a lot of time to practice for it because we just got done playing against Wichita State, and so a 1 day to prep. And I think that's going to be really important for us as we move forward into conference. You have that short turnaround in between games. It's going to be a lot different than what it was last year, back to a more normal type of setting.
You got to hope that the shots start falling here at some point for you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still scoring and you're winning games pretty handily the last couple games, but you got to hope those shots start falling soon.
Yeah, and our kids can shoot, and we've got lots of young ladies who can score and who can shoot it, and they haven't been falling for us, but they will. They will, and as hard as we're playing and working the basketball and getting good shots, that's a good sign for us.